Do you remember this? How it made you feel? How it touched all our hearts? And how we felt so bad for that family. How we just wanted to run out and buy the game just so we could get a chance to save that little girl. How we all felt for the dad, trying so hard to protect his family. Against odds that were impossible. The trailer was one of the best made ones I have ever seen. And it really left an impact. The game promised to be, something different. Not just another zombie hack and slash, but character driven, a strong storyline. So release date came, we ran out and we bought the game in droves. It was a zombie hack and slash. Granted, a good one. But it's not what the trailer promised. It's not. You don't get that feeling of doom and hopelessness. And you don't have that strong sensation of caring about the characters. I mean, I cared more about the characters in that 2-minute trailer than I ever did about the characters in the main game. But I still liked it. I mean, it was fetch quest after fetch quest, but they were fun. I mean, they were done a little bit, tongue-in-cheek. Like, this is one of my favorite parts of the game.
I need more champagne. I fucking love champagne. Can you find some for me? You find me champagne, and I'll give you whatever I have. Whatever you want.
Definitely.
You like sweaty. Okay, baby, we're going to party. Now find me some champagne, and not the cheap shit.
You gotta love that. In the face of the zombie apocalypse, the Russian models just keep on partying. To this day. We'll quote the game. So when the sequel came out, I was first up there in the store, just dying to get it. Got it home, I opened it, I was excited, yes, because the first game was so beautiful. And it was entertaining. And it was downright, well, it could be really challenging sometimes, but still fun, So we put it in the PlayStation, we turn it on, and it starts out with an introduction, So, I mean, Techland they kind of decided to make it a direct sequel, so it starts out exactly where the first one finishes. So, if you remember the first one, you played it, it ends with you flying off in the chopper and trying to get, away from the island. And the second game starts with you landing the chopper on a military vessel, so you reach your destination. And the intro is long. I would say a bit too long. But I can see why. Because as soon as the gameplay starts, you realize what kind of game you bought. And it is shit. You walk around the boat trying to get out. Fine, that's fine. And there's corridors and doors and everything, and you try to look at everything, you try to click on everything. And you can't. There is no real difference, look-wise, between the doors you can open and the doors you can't. I mean, how hard would it be not to put a handle on the doors you cannot open? Just to signal this is different. No, they look exactly the same. And it's just, my first thought playing the chapter was, this is lazy. Lazy, lazy, lazy. But I'm going to give it a shot. I mean, some games you need a couple of hours to get into, So I'm playing the game, and I fall backwards because of the waves or anything, and I find myself in a room suddenly. I'm like, how did I get here? Oh well. So I walk around trying to get out of the room for a good while, and I can't. I follow a little pattern on the floor. I look at the vent, and I think maybe it's a puzzle. Maybe I have to break out of the room somehow. Nope. So I look more closely at the room, and I see these little things on the wall sticking out, and I realize it's the back of the ladder in the corridor on the other side. So it's an unfinished room that I've fallen into and I can't get out. And this is the first of many, many bugs and glitches and problems that this game has. You start out, it's the same characters as in the first game, which is fine. I have no problem with that. That could be fun sometimes, you carry over your character from the first game. But the thing is, I wasn't invested in the characters from the first game, because you didn't really get to know them that much. Sure, you know that Sam B is a one-hit wonder rapper, and that the Chinese girl is really good with martial arts, but not like what makes them tick, And so why bother? Well, anyway, I'm like, okay, fine, whatever. Maybe they'll develop the characters more in this one. So I go on, I get on the boat, and I just play the game. And I decide to play it on normal because I want to see, what do Techland consider to be a good mode. Not too hard, not too easy. Not for diehards, but not for beginners, right? So I play the mode, and I go, look, this is disturbingly easy. But, it's the first chapter. I'm guessing maybe they want to make it a learning curve. I don't know. So I keep playing. And then we get to the island, which looks exactly like the island from the first game. And here's where I start to realize that not only are the levels underdeveloped, they're copies from the first game. I don't mean they're similar. They're copies. They just took the first game and slapped a 2 on it. Consider this. The first dead island. Spend the first half of the game on an island trying to get off. And you get to a city, then you try to get out of the city. Dead Island Riptide. The story is, you're on an island trying to get off. And you get to a city, then you try to get out of the city. I don't know what to say about that. I mean, there is no story. It's fetch quest after fetch quest after fetch quest. There are no real bosses, just endurance rounds. And really? Endurance rounds? Really? And they're so stupid, because not only do you have to worry about your character, which in a zombie apocalypse you want to do that, you're in a safe house, surrounded by other survivors, so you gotta be kind of badass. I mean, they're survived for this long, right? And not only that, but you have the other immune with you. You'd think they could take care of themselves. Nah. You better watch their asses, because if they die, and they can, it's over. So, not only do we have no bosses, no variety, and endurance rounds, we also have stupid shit escort missions on that. I mean, okay, so you don't walk them anywhere, but you still have to watch their asses. If I wanted to watch someone else's ass, I would play co-op. Not single-player campaign, right? So go to weapons customization, and they're insane. Not only do you need to find blueprints for everything, and I'm sorry, I'm pretty sure I know how to fit nails into a baseball bat without a fucking blueprint. But some of these things take like 20 ingredients and can only be used with specific weapons. Like if you want to make a specific kind of club, you need a specific starter club. You can't do it with any club. And it's so... You look at the game and you go like, alright, fine. And you look at the graphics and they're just off. So bad. I mean, it's the detail work. Like a door coming down. You look at that and it's like an 8-bit door, pixel by pixel going down. And you're like, what? Are you kidding? And the textures are just so awful. Everything is a direct copy from the first game, but not as good. Like, how do you mess it up? You copied your first game. So you get to the city, thinking, alright, whatever. You get there, and the dead zones are like little side quests you can do, most of them. You go down, you kill a boss, and you get experience. Fine. But they look the same. And I know I said they look the same, the rip-offs, blah blah blah. I mean, exactly the same. The layouts are the same. The furniture placements are the same. It's like everyone in this goddamn town has like a law on where they keep their couch, where they keep their bed, where they keep the radio. Because it's the same rooms over and over. And it's just so lazy. How hard is it to move a couch to another side of the room? I mean, I was shocked. This is so bad. This is the worst cash-in that I have ever seen. And from a game series that promised so much. The cinematics are stupid. And the reason for that is because the story is stupid. It's like, okay, so I meet up with these cons. And you would think, even if I'm a prisoner, if the zombie apocalypse shows up, I might want to rethink my priorities. Okay, so we have only a few survivors. We should band together and try to survive. At least trade with each other. Do you have food? Do you have water? How can we help each other out? No, they're just straight up bad guys trying to kill you. No reason. They're like, I'm gonna kill you, take your shit. Look. Really? You are? Why would you do that? You not want to trade? You don't want to sell me shit? Nope. Just straight up try and kill you. And it's so stupid. Well, yeah, fine, whatever. And you save people who are assholes, by the way. Like, you save this one guy, and he goes like, I had to go and get my family. And then he sits down. You're like, weren't you gonna get your family? He just sits there. He's not going nowhere. He just sits there on his trailer roof. He was in such a hurry to get to his family. That's just sitting on his ass. What are you waiting for? Weather clear up? Cab? What? And I don't get this. If I try to save you and I help you and you fuck me over, I'd be like, fuck you. I will give me my shit or we will have a problem. So you do this fetch quest for this one guy and you're expecting a reward and he goes like, no. And you actually have to smoke him out to get your reward. Now, in that case, I would be pissed. I'd be like, give me my reward and a little something something for you being an asshole. But you don't do that. You go to a shop and you buy shit. Totally overpriced. You don't care. And you're in the camp with other survivors and they charge you for shit. Now this I don't get. I mean, if they were separate from the group, I would understand. You know. But this one girl, she's like, I had to charge you for crap because I'm still paying for this vacation. You're paying for this vacation on a zombie-infested island, girl? You should get a refund. But no, she will take your money. Go like, I get you water, I get you food, I get you weapons, I protect your asses again and again and again, and you have the nerve to charge me for a hammer and nails and whatever other shit I need to save you? I'd be like, fine, you know what? You want to charge me for shit? You do that. I'll just fuck off and go somewhere else. Where people are a bit more appreciative. How's that? You go in the city, and when you're done doing your fetch quests, you do some more. I finally got tired of doing fetch quests, so I fucked it. And I went on to the main plot. Which is, you know, there's no plot. You're on a zombie-infested island, you're trying to get off. Spoiler! That's the story. Sound-wise, as lazy. It's average, nothing special. And they keep playing a Sam B song, Who Do You Voodoo. And it was fun, you know. The first couple of times it's a fun gag song. But it's not a good song. Now, it's not all bad. Techland, they do try. Like, if they want you to have a sad moment, they'll play sad music. Yes. They won't build it up, character development, or with background, or, you know, trying to get you to feel something for the characters. No, they'll just throw you in there, go do this, and then they'll play some sad music so you know you're supposed to be sad. takes a bit more. I did enjoy some parts of the game. Wait. Give me a moment. I'll think of some. I liked, I liked how it made the first game look better. In comparison, the first game is a fucking diamond. You know what? If this had been a DLC, I've been fine with it. Like an extra maps, like a few extra chapters to the main game. This is a full-priced game, and I don't see how you in good conscience can do that. It's a rehash of the first game with less plot, less character development, and less effort. I did like some aspect of the game. I mean, it is so simple. It's just pick up and play. There's no learning curve. Pick it up and you can play it. That's just because it is ridiculously easy. I played it on normal mode, and you could play it on hard. I don't know. I just like to play it on normal mode so I can see what the developers had in mind in the way of difficulty. But I tell you, if you get into a car, there's nothing you can't run over and kill in like 1 or 2 hits. Same if you get into a boat. You're having a problem with a big floater? Yeah, get into a boat and run him over. He's done. Just so stupid. And the quick travel, why? The game isn't that big. You get into a car and you can get anywhere in like 2 minutes. Or you just change into a boat and you can get anywhere in 2 minutes. Why quick travel? It's like the game wasn't easy enough. I had to put in quick travel. And I leveled up like a bitch. One of my favorite parts for the first game was the fetch quests for Svetlana, where you had to get her brand champagne and she will get you experience. There are like 5 of them now. Do you realize how much you can level up in no time at all? It's like I meet this chick, I save her from zombies, and goes like, get me blades. Look, that's not a problem. Found like 20 of them, here you go. And you have to hand them one by one. So for each blade, you have to press the button. So I pressed the button 20 times, gave her 20 blades, and each time I give her a blade, she goes like, find me more, find me more. Click here, bitch. How many do you need? What are you doing with all these blades? With Svetlana, the champagne, the brand champagne, that was rare. I had a hard time finding champagne for sweating, right? But they ask for like simple things, like electronic scraps. I had like 50 of those. Here you go, guy. Wow, I just leveled up like 5 levels. Thanks. That was hard. Challenging. And this stupid leveling up system. It's like the first game, only dumber. It's like, well, I want to be Sam B, because I like to bash people's head in, right? But the katana is so much better than anything else. So why wouldn't I use that? My rating for this game is a 2 out of 5. Sure, I'll play it. It was fine. I'll tell you this. If you like a zombie hack and slash, by all means get this game. But wait until it's half priced or less. And trust me, you won't have to wait long. Where the fuck is that native chick? You show her in the intro and then never mention her again? What the fuck?